Hey guys, it's Sandy. So I wanted to get on here and just check in, see how everybody's doing. Today is election day, and I just wanted to see how you are doing mentally, physically. Did you? I shared a video on Sunday and just said some things that I was going to do, and I just, did you do any of those also? As far as getting some small bills at the bank, making sure your gas tank is full, and then I was going to the grocery, just making sure I had everything I wanted, made a meal plan and then ready for this week to take on. And I also talked about mentally how I was going to take care of myself mentally, because let me tell you, people are off the hook and coming unhinged about this election. And I think whenever the results come in, we're really going to see some people come unhinged. But I have a story. I got to tell you this. So, all the people that say, oh, it's all conspiracy, you're just trying to spread fear, that kind of stuff of things that could happen. Because, years ago, it would all be craziness. Like, conspiracy theories, things aren't going to happen, but things could be a reality now. And I was out last night. I saw a friend I hadn't seen for a while. It was nice just to catch up for a few minutes. And he had gotten a job promotion. I was just telling him how happy I was for him. And this is what he said. So he works for AEP in management. AEP is a power company, American Electric Power. I know on the East Coast, it's a big power company where we live. I don't know on the western part of the United States if AEP is here, but it's a big company on the east side of the United States. So he was saying that, I was saying, well, could be a crazy week. We don't know what we're in for. And I said, I just hope everybody stays peaceful and nothing happens. And he goes, yeah, I don't think that's going to be the way it is. And I was like, yeah, okay. And he goes, so AEP has told us we're not going to work tomorrow. And I was like, what? They gave you the day off work for an election? I thought, what, they scared for you to go to work or something? This is what he goes. He goes, well, you know what? Let me restate that. We are going to work, but we are not going out to work. And by that, meaning whenever you work for a power company, you show up, at your job in the morning, and then you go out and you work on electrical issues, upgrades, all that kind of stuff. But you go out to different places, to work on electricity. But he said, we have been told that we are to go and show up and then be there on standby. Nobody going out and working different places. So everybody's on call, all the employees on standby for if something happens to the electrical grid. And I was like, oh, you mean like if somebody sabotages the electricity? He said, yes. So AEP, a very large company, is saying, you know what? We better keep our people on standby. So if something could happen, they could immediately go out and fix the problem and keep the elections going. So a huge company is also thinking that there is the possibility that something could happen. Then, the people that say you're fear mongering or you're just making this stuff up or whatever. Well, I mean, if a huge company says it, yeah, it would have sounded like conspiracy theory years ago. I agree 100%. But at this point in America, in the world, because literally the entire world is watching what's going to happen in America with this election, anything could happen. And that's why it's important just to have your home prepared, because anything could happen. AEP even thinks that something could happen. Now, I had said to him, so I don't think anything will happen on election day or even after election day. And he goes, yeah, I actually think it could. But anyway, what I had said though is, now I do think that once a winner is announced, then things could get ugly, because the emotions are unhinged, off the cuff, like there's no control over emotions. And I think that, I said the other day, no matter how this goes, one party is going to feel slighted. And how that party is going to handle things, I don't know. So I think that once a winner is announced, that things could get ugly. Now, will they immediately? I don't know. None of us have a crystal ball. We can't tell the future. Only the Lord knows what's really going to happen. But it's just good to be prepared, just in case. Now, mentally, How are you going to take care of yourself? Because you can't just sit and worry about this stuff and stew over it. And I said the other night, I was not going to sit tonight and just watch the TV and stew over it and listen to them, because it is not good for you mentally. You know, how many people would be there like, oh my gosh, listen to this and look at that. And, you know, I knew this. And, you know, talking to the TV, and you can't control any of it anyway. We'll find out tomorrow if there's a winner. If not, it could be days, weeks, months. What my friend said to me, he said, you know, I think that whenever the winner's announced, there's going to be lawsuits, there's going to be recounts saying, you know, will we even have an announcement yet? Or are things just going to be in the court system for a while? Maybe, maybe so. But I do think that whenever somebody is announced as the winner, I think that's when people will really come unhinged. I could be wrong. I could be living in la la land and thinking that today and tomorrow and the rest of the week's going to be fine. And AEP is saying, well, it might not. We've got people on call. So I just thought that was a really interesting story. Take care of yourself mentally. Don't let this stress get to you. Do something that brings you enjoyment. That is just so important. You know, rather than just staring at the TV. Is it okay to check in every once in a while if you want to know? I think so. But you can't control it. So look, get back off, do something else. Watch Andy Griffith or something, you know, that is just a nice show to watch or whatever, instead of the commentators. But also, I think it's important to bring some kind of enjoyment, because enjoyment takes down the stress levels. So as far as enjoyment, like, what do you like to do? Would you like to take walks, go for a hike, a bike ride, do a craft, read, sit down and read some books, you know, those kind of things. I was thinking another thing that can just lower the stress level in your personal life is make your favorite meal. You know, you get to enjoy the food, look forward to the meal, and that's just something that can bring enjoyment also. So I just think that taking care of our stress levels are really important this week, and be a person that can control your emotions. You know, don't be one of those people that's going to go out and do who knows what. Anyway, I just wanted to share that AEP story because I thought it was quite interesting. I also just wanted to check in, and you guys, we'll see where this goes. We'll see what happens in the next few days, and I'll just check in later this week and just hope y'all are doing okay. All right, that's all I have for now. Until next time, I'm out.